So I've spoken so much about books I want to read, whether they are hype books or books I've been recommended to by friends, and then I just decided to talk about other sets of books. These are books that you all have recommended to me from the comments on my videos that I've decided I absolutely am adding to my 2020 to read list. So here are some book recommendations from you. To be precise, 10 series I'm going to be starting in 2020 because you recommended I read them. Now, I would once again state my disclaimer. I tend to like to go into my books totally surprised, so I try to know as little as possible about them when I'm starting to read them. So just know that before I start talking about this book, because I'm not going to go into that much details about them, but I would list out the books down in the description bar. So if they sound like books you want to pick out, you can also totally check them out. But I'll start with the first series I'll be talking about in this video, and that is the Price series by Shelly Laurenston. Now, I have not read paranormal shifter romances in like forever, and reading a bit of the synopsis just had me missing paranormal romances again, so I totally added that to my list. This is a paranormal shifter romance, and we follow different set of shifter relationships, and I'm just intrigued. I think the couples change with each book in the series, so I do like that. It means that I can pick up the books at any point in the series and it will still make so much sense, and you all sold it as being hilarious as fuck, so I am definitely interested in that because I'm certain I don't hide the fact that I love to laugh, and reading books that make me laugh just makes my day, so I'm definitely adding that to the list because of that. The second series is the Hunter series by Mercedes Lackey, and I am adding this because of just one thing. I was told that there are hellhounds in that. Now, if you remember from my 10 fantastical creatures I like to read about in fantasy books, I mentioned hellhounds on that list. So every time someone just says that a book contains hellhounds, I am going to pick it up. And apparently the Hunter series, other than having, a badass girl who basically is part of this elite hunting squad trying to uncover a conspiracy, other than that, apparently there are also hellhounds in the book, and there are hellhounds that are raised as pets, which are just double of the things I want to read about. So definitely going to start that series as well. Third on the list is the Mercy Thompson series by Patricia Briggs. I mean, come on, she's a coyote shape-shifting mechanic with an Xbox who is a gremlin, a neighbor who is a werewolf, and she's currently fixing the car of a vampire. Like, what is not to love? And then apparently there's Faye in there somewhere in the mix as well. All the things, like, come on, so many things to love. Of course I'm going to pick it up. It sounds like it's just my jam, and it's a paranormal story as well. Like, thank you for serving me that recommendation on a platter. I cannot wait to jump in and read that series. And because you all know I am biased towards the Fae, is also the reason why I'm going to be picking up the October Daye series by Seanan McGuire. Not just because of the fact that I've heard so many great things about Seanan McGuire's writing. She's the one that wrote the Wayward Children series. She's the one that wrote Into the Drowning Deep. So I have heard great things about her writing. But not only did she give us this paranormal amazing story in October Daye, apparently October Daye is half Fae, and like there's Fae, this is deeply entrenched in Fae lore, and I'm like, I'm sorry, how did I not know about the series? Like, thank you so much for bringing it to my notice. I am adding it to the list. I'm definitely going to be reading the first book in the series this year, and I hope to see how many of the books in the series I can finish this year, because I want to be all up that shit. But yeah, definitely October Daye. Like, she's solving mysteries. She's half Fae who has left the Fae world for a while because she wanted to play at being human, and now she's given a job. She has to solve it. She has to go back to the Fae world. She's a Fae knight. Like, so many things. I am just intrigued and I want to read it. So definitely the October Daye series by Seanan McGuire. And then there's the Red Winter Trilogy by Annette, which apparently has kitsunes in it, and I'm like, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. There's a kitsune in it. I was like, check. And then it's not just that, apparently it has to do with this kitsune or this person preparing her body to be taken over by a goddess, and then she saves this other spirit who apparently is a mortal enemy of the goddess that this girl will soon become. But before she becomes a goddess, she saved him and then is indebted to her, and these people that would have otherwise have been enemies have to find a way to work together. And as they are working together, new secrets about this enmity and their relationship and their worlds come to life. Like so many things, the intricacies, the layers to that. I am very intrigued. But also, you had me at kitsune. You had me at kitsune. Like, thank you. And then there's the DMZ series by Rachael Aaron. I mean, the city is alive, buildings are moving randomly, gods walk freely, dragons constitute a traffic hazard. Like, it sounds like total complete chaos, but also the type of chaos I like to read about in books, especially fantasy books, because I'm like, yes, thank you, please, urban fantasy for the win, because that just sounds fantastic and I'm just like in awe and I want to read it. So yeah, definitely DMZ series. Like, thank you for recommending it. And then there's All the King's Men by Kennedy Ryan. I have not read any Kennedy Ryan books, but I have heard that Kennedy Ryan is amazing, an amazing storyteller, and that she tells this amazingly epic love stories. So I've been wanting to read her books for a while now, but the recommendations for All the King's Men duet is just so high. So so that would totally be the first Kennedy Ryan book I'm going to read. I mean, you have family enmity, you have somebody who is coming from a powerful family who decides to go and make his own wealth somewhere away from his family, and the woman he's in love with is a woman whose family has been wronged by his family, and so there's that interfamily drama. And as somebody who grew up on Young and Restless, Bold and Beautiful, Dynasty, Dallas, you can tell that I live for drama in my entertainment, especially when it's interfamily and intra-family drama. So I am totally ready for All the King's Men. Like, bring it. And apparently it's sexy and smutty as hell, so definitely things I love and definitely something I am looking forward to enjoying and reading. And yeah, I'm definitely getting All the King's Men duets, like definitely going to get it. And then there's the Arcane Ascension series by Andrew Rowe, which I love stories about siblings who would do the unthinkable, who would attempt the unthinkable in order to save their sibling's life. I think it's rooted in the fact that I'm an only child, so I never really did have that sibling experience that other people readily have. And then you have this character in this book who was legit, whose brother goes missing, and so he would go through the same trials, through the same competition, and make the same attempt that might have claimed his brother's life. He's going to make that same attempt in his bid to uncover the mystery and save his brother. And that depth of sibling love and loyalty and sacrifice, I love to read about in a book. And you add the fact that it has fantastical elements, and of course I'm going to pick it up. So definitely the Arcane Ascension. I am very, very intrigued by that series. And I heard word is that the series is also gay as fuck, which I am here for that. Like, give me all the gay shit. So yeah, definitely here for that. And then there's the Jumbies by Tracey Baptiste. I mean, this is a middle grade fantasy novel that is inspired by Caribbean folklore, and that is all I needed to hear. Like, you have a lead protagonist, a girl who does not believe in the Jumbies because she thinks that they're just things that, parents tell children to get them to behave. And then she finds out that that is not actually the case, and that they actually exist, and one of them wants to take over a city, and she has to overcome her fears to fight back and save a city, save her world. Like, I'm in awe. I repeat, Caribbean folklore, middle grade fantasy with a kick-ass protagonist who is going to overcome her fear in order to save her city, to save her people. What is not to love? The premise, I am very intrigued and I want to read that book. I desperately want to read that book. And then finally, there's the Green Creek series by TJ Klune. Of course, I'm going to mention the Green Creek series. Like, it's been featuring in my comments. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that it's been featuring in my comments for a while, and I am definitely I'm definitely going to read it. Like, gay werewolves with strong bonds. How can you think I am not going to read that book? I want to read that book. I need to read that book. I am desperate to read that book, or rather I am desperate to read that series, and I'm going to read that series starting this year. So yeah, those are 10 series that I intend to start this year that I got just from you commenting and recommending. So like I always say in all my videos, all my wrap-ups, if you've read the book or a series that you really love and you recommend, drop them down in the comments down below for me, please. I have a book where I'm taking notes and I'm keeping track of all this, and I'm definitely going to get to them and read them. And I want to discover new favorite books, because you all know how much I love books, and you all apparently love me geeking out about books. And what would be more amazing than geeking out about a favorite book of yours that you recommended to me? Like, think about it. But yeah, that is this video. Let me know down in the comments down below what are some more books that you recommend. Please keep the recommendations coming. If you like this video, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Check out my other videos, subscribe if you want to, and if you do decide to subscribe, do not forget to click on that notification bell so you can know the minute I have a new video go up. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'll see you soon. Until then, stay passionate, love books, love yourself. Bye.